Landed right on the shoulder.
Hawk tour.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
Braves country, welcome back to the Talkin' Tomahawk podcast. Jeb has absolutely ditched the shit out of us again, so I will be your host tonight. Ryan, I am with my two compadres tonight, Ben and Jose. Fellas, how are we feeling after this 3-game set with the Rocks?
I'm feeling good, man. How are y'all?
Yeah, feeling all right. One, Tomahawk talk. Not talking Tomahawk.
My bad, buddy. Look, I've been out of it the last few days, okay? Calm down. Like, I've been sick as a motherfucker the last couple days.
Well, I'd be great if, we'll get into it a little bit later, but I'd be great if our manager didn't just change shit up just for the hell of it, you know? But, I mean, we'll get into it.
All right, fellas. Y'all want to get into the transactions, or you want to wait until after Game 2 for that?
We can just go after. We can wait till that. Wait, we need to do I'd rather do the series recap first.
All right. We're hopping to the series recap. Game 1 pitching matchup. Bryce Elder, God bless America, versus Ryan Feltner. Scoring starts almost immediately in the bottom of the first inning as Hunter Goodman absolutely crushes a 3-run bomb into the left field bleachers, giving the Rockies a 3-0 lead. Welcome back, Bryce. Top of the third, the Braves get the bats going a little bit with an RBI single from Alex Verdugo driving in Eli White. MVP season, by the way. Braves are down by 2. The scoring continues when Marcelo Zuna drives in another run with a sac fly to the right fielder. Alex Verdugo pulls in, and the Braves scratch within 1. Nick Allen continues to remain my shortstop, and in the top of the 4th inning, grounds a ball back to the pitcher that drives in the game-tying run. Top of the 5th rolls around. Michael Harris II with 2 outs splits a gap into the right center field, driving home Ozuna and Ozzie, making it 5-3 Braves. Bryce Elder, after the first inning, continues to absolutely dominate opposing lineups. He goes 6 innings, gives up only the 3 earned runs that he gave up in the first, gives up only 5 hits, 2 walks, which were in the first inning as well, and struck out 4. The Braves finish the scoring in the 7th inning when Sean Murphy rips a bullet up the middle, driving home Matty O, making it 6-3. The Braves bullpen was absolute nails for the final 3 innings, giving up only 2 hits and 1 walk while punching 3 tickets. Iggy with a masterclass in the 9th inning, 3 up, 3 down, and probably 13, 14 pitches. Braves win Game 1, 6-3.
Solid game, man.
All the way around.
I mean, looking back at it, when Bryce Elder gave up that 3-run homer in the first, I was like, uh-oh. Oh, no, Bryce.
Uh-oh was an understatement, brother.
Look, all credit to Bryce after that inning, honestly. He pulled it together and went 6 without allowing another earned run. So, great start overall.
I don't even think he walked anybody else because he walked the 2 in the first inning. So, Bryce Elder continues to get his flowers from me.
Yeah, you got to give credit where credit is due, and you got to eat crow sometimes. And I'm eating some crow. If you see me duck out, it's because that's what I'm eating. All right, because Bryce Elder, he nutted up this game. All right, he gave up that 3-run bomb to Hunter Goodman, and I thought for sure that the Rockies were about to hang a daggum 10 spot on him, and we were just gonna sit here and have the same old conversation where we say, boot him to the moon or kick him to the sun, whichever one you prefer. But kudos to Bryce for getting the job done, getting through, what was it? You said 5 innings?
6.
6? Yeah, 6 innings. Quality start, just kudos, man. Keep it rolling. Let's let's hope you turn back into 2023 first half Bryce or 2020, yeah, 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't say anything negative about Bryce. So again, y'all all know the rules on this podcast. We can't talk shit about Bryce Elder for another 5 days.
Dude,
Can't do it.
Two good starts in a row.
Two quality
Don't
starts.
do what?
Two quality starts in a row.
Two quality starts in a row. All I gotta say is don't let Bryce Elder get hot. All right.
Ground ball go burr.
That man right there.
Honestly, man, offense, timely hitting, something that we struggled with, especially last year and early part of this year, man. It's been nice. We're not relying on the long ball as much, man. I've been actually enjoying watching us play baseball. It's nice.
Don't get me wrong, dude. I miss the homer. I do miss the homer. But if we're still going to win ball games, because in our last 6 we haven't hit a homer, and we've gone 4-2 in that stretch, so not going to sit here and complain about 67% win percentage. You know what I mean?
Not at all.
Yeah, man. I mean, haven't seen the power that much recently, but as long as you can still get it done and get some W's up, it's all that matters at the end of the day.
And how many times did we complain last year of, like, if we weren't hitting 2-3 homers a game, we were losing every game?
That's right.
Hell,
So
even
nice.
in 23 we saw a little bit of that. I mean,
Yep.
23, granted, it was a historic season, and we were just mashing the ball all around the yard. But at the same time, like, if we weren't hitting home runs, we wouldn't know, because everybody was hitting homers. So, it's kind of, hindsight or whatever. But hell, it's just been like that for the past couple of years. So it's nice seeing them play, Eli and Verdugo and Nick Allen and the boys. Even Olsen and Ozuna. Ozuna didn't have a very good series at all at the plate,
No.
but Olsen had a pretty good series. Austin Riley had a pretty good series, but I mean, you expect those guys to go up there and hit you at least at least 1 or 2 homers in cores, but no.
Yeah, I thought they were going to have more of a monster series, but they just kind of did enough.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything spectacular, but they contributed.
Dude,
All right.
Marcel went 1 for 13 that series.
Jesus. You know what's crazy?
It was in game 1.
Anybody, like, nobody has asked what's wrong with Marcel. It's always, what's wrong with Ozzy? What's wrong with Riley? Riley's fucking in the midst probably of one of his best stretches of his career, and everybody's like, yo, he's chasing the slider again. I'm like, yeah, he's kind of feeling himself right now. He's wanting to hit the shit out of the ball.
Yeah. I mean, they all are. They are all wanting to hit the shit out of the ball. Hell, I know Olsen's pressing a little bit because he's wanting to get some lift on the ball. But at the same time, like, it's fine if we don't get that, because we're still moving the line along. And I don't know if y'all heard or not, but a certain right fielder got cleared to start ramping up his baseball activities not too long ago. So once he comes back, this lineup's going to get even deeper, and I'm very excited for that.
I can't wait for Ronald to come back, dude.
Also,
Don't get me wrong, man.
did Ryan McMahon... Go ahead,
Sorry,
Jose.
go ahead, man.
I was going to say, did Ryan McMahon get a hit in Game 3? I know I'm not trying to skip ahead, but I just got a notification. Because I know Ryan McMahon was in, like, one of the worst stretches in Rockies franchise history.
Dude, not just Rockies. We're talking, like, entire baseball history. Yeah. He's, like, up there with Jock right now.
Well, regardless, he just hit a bomb, so he's
Good
out of
for
the
him.
offer. Right?
Good for him, man. All right, we ready for Game 2?
Yeah.
A.J. Smith-Shawver making his return to the big leagues versus German Marquez. Scoring started in the top of the second inning when that man, Money Mike, continues his red-hot hitting, splitting the right center field gap again for a 2-run double, driving in Olsen and Murphy. Braves up 2-0 early. Michael Toglia smashes a hanging split from A.J. Smith-Shawver into the right field bleachers, cutting the deficit in half. Michael Harris drives in another run in the top of the 4th inning on a ground ball to first base. Matt Olson scores. Braves go up 3-1. Nick Allen, as known as my fucking shortstop, smokes a bullet in the right field, driving home 2 more, extending the lead to 5-1. A.J. Smith-Shawver was absolutely perfect this go-around. 5 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. Thank God, 1 walk is nice to see. 5 punchies. He exited early in the game after taking a line drive off his right elbow, but everything came back good, so hopefully AJ is going to be around in the rotation for his next start. Top of the 5th rolls around. Ozzie Albies rips a single into right field, driving home Ole on a fielding error by the right fielder, making it 6-1. Big Thick at it again. He smokes a ball up the middle with 2 outs in the 6th inning, driving home Eli White, making it 7-1. Toglia makes it 7-2, driving home an RBI on a force out. And here we go, top of the 8th. Big Thick and Eli White do it again. Austin Riley rips one up into the right center field gap, making it 8-2. Braves bullpen was absolutely lights out again, with a line of 3 2/3 innings pitched, giving up only 2 hits, no runs, only 1 walk, and striking out 2. Braves win Game 2, 8-2.
I mean, great game overall. Like,
Can't complain.
Can't complain about a thing. A.J. Smith-Shawver was looking great. He only got to throw 59 pitches before he got hit in the elbow. So, I mean, who knows what would have happened if that ball would not have hit him.
He probably would have gone 7.
Great.
He probably would have gone 7.
Walking 1, dude.
That's awesome.
Walking 1 was just beautiful to see.
That is something I absolutely hate that for AJ. I mean, dude is finally having a good start, and really coming into his own and against the Rockies. Now, granted, they suck, but I mean, it's in Coors Field. Anything can happen in Coors, and for him to go in there and only give up 2 runs and only have 1 walk after control's been a big issue for him.
Huge issue.
Huge. And it's massive for him just to go in there and have some confidence, whether he's facing, a double-A lineup in the Rockies or a triple-A lineup or MLB lineup, whatever, just good for him.
Yeah, it was nice to see AJ just go out there and shot. And he didn't even have his electric fastball. He only threw a few 95s, I think. He was like 92, 93 the whole game. Split was meh, but he managed to get through it.
I mean, when you're facing a rookie ball lineup, you don't have to have 95, 96.
No.
Yeah.
God bless Rockies fans, man. I feel so bad for y'all right now.
They have one of the most beautiful ballparks in baseball. They have some of the coolest jerseys, in my opinion. Like, I wish they would go back to the white vest with the pinstripes on it, with the purple and black sleeves. I wish they would do that. But just the concept of everything Colorado is so awesome, and then you get to the team and it's like, good God Almighty, this team stinks.
Dude, they just make so many stupid decisions financially, man. Like, I'm pretty sure fans could run a better team.
Yeah.
Bad. 2-out hitting was nice to see too. Austin Riley, I know everybody shits on him with runners scoring position, but man, has he been fucking stupid good lately with runners scoring position. And then he had 2-out RBIs to extend the lead. I mean,
Austin Riley's career. I was just gonna say Riley's career hasn't been the greatest whenever it comes to runners in scoring position. I think he had a 199 average with runners in scoring position last year before. So I mean, it's not good, but it is good to see him, start hitting the shit out of the ball here this year, because it's over 300 this year.
I think it's over 4 right now. His RISP numbers,
it might be
good. Jose, your man, Michael Harris, man, he's 2 big 2-run doubles. I think the other one was The game one was like what, a 2-2 count or something like that with 2 outs.
Yeah, man. It's just been really nice to see his approach to hitting has been a lot better. The chases have noticeably gone down the last few games, so really, really liking this approach from Money Mike.
Very much agree. All right. Man, there's only one good talking point in Game 3. There's one good talking point, and that's it.
Ryan, you seem like you just don't want to be here right now.
Dude, I have not felt good for the last few days, so I'm just, like, drained. I had one day off from work.
I just want our listeners to know, everybody who's listening to this, Ryan is pushing through because my job, the hours kind of suck for this. So Ryan and Jose are staying up late to record this at almost midnight on a work night. Ryan has strep, and Buddy is just powering through. So kudos to Ryan. Shout out, golf clap, all right, because we got to just give you your flowers.
I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much.
We're doing it for the love of the game, chat.
Absolutely.
Brother, the love of the game.
Grind don't stop.
Never.
All right. Before we hop into Game 3, we got some transactions to go over, fellas. Jared Kelenic sent down to AAA for Eddie Rosario.
Who?
Eddie Rosario, baby. 2021 LCS MVP Eddie Rosario.
That Eddie Rosario?
No, not that Eddie Rosario. The ghost of him.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's true. Poor fella.
Unfortunate. And Ian Anderson. We got him back. He is now stashed in AAA after going through waivers.
I knew
As soon as that note hit.
As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I even tweeted, Braves have the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever here. And they did it.
And we got Jesse Chavez back on a minor league deal.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
elected free agency and then he comes back on a minor league deal?
He did.
Yeah.
I guess he got more money or something. It had to be, right? Has to be.
I don't know why they don't just keep him in the bigs. Like, they keep optioning him. He keeps declining to go, and then they just keep re-signing him.
It's minor league deals.
Yeah, it's like, dude. I mean, I don't know what the point of this is. We're just on a carousel here.
Dude,
Musical
I think this
chairs.
is the 9th time we've signed Jesse Chavez in his career.
That is crazy.
Onward to Game 3. Chris Sale versus Chase Dollander. The Rockies started the scoring in the bottom of the second with an RBI double, putting them up 1-0. Michael Harris tied the game up again with a ground out to second base. But the very next half inning, what is his name? Brenton Doyle absolutely blasted a freaking cock shot into the bleachers, putting the Rockies up 2-1. And unfortunately, that was your final score, chat. We lost 2-1. Chris Sale was nasty as fuck this game. 7 innings, only 5 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks. Golf clap for Chris Sale on that. And struck out fucking 10 dudes. Braves bullpen, which I think Pierce came in this game, pitched an inning, 2 punchies. Dollander was pretty good, 5 2/3, 1 earned, 3 walks, 4 Ks. Not great, but decent. Rockies bullpen kind of shoved it up our ass a little bit. 3 1/3, only 1 hit, no walks, and 4 punchies. So,
I ain't gonna lie to you, that Rockies bullpen kind of got some dudes in there, though.
yeah, that dude
They got-
fucking 8th inning. Holy shit, 102
what's
with a
his name?
fucking split at 90. That's fucking disgusting.
What is his name? It's Sam something or something along those lines, Jose?
I gotcha. His name is Seth Halverson.
Seth Halverson.
That dude's a big motherfucker too, man.
Yeah. That motherfucker can throw a ball. He can heave it. I mean, Chase Dollander is a good pitcher. Like, yes, he's given up the most home runs in the big leagues among starting pitchers, whatever. But he's a number one prospect in the Rocky system, which, granted, I could go in there and probably be a number 30 prospect, but um, Dollander's good. He throws hard.
Yes.
He has some very, very nasty stuff. Like, yes, he's been getting beat around a little bit in his cup of tea in the majors, but hell, he shut us down, and we've been one of the hottest offenses in baseball over the past 3 weeks. So, I'm not going to sit here and, just going to give him his flowers. Sometimes you get beat.
So that's it.
I will. There is something I will complain about, though.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and
Go
I
ahead,
think
Ben.
we all know where, I think
Go
we all know
ahead.
where we're going with this.
Go ahead.
Why the fuck are we sitting Alex Verdugo for Eddie Rosario and leading off Michael Harris? We fucking know Michael Harris is not wanting to lead off a game. We know it. His stats when he leads off the game, I don't have them right off the top of my head, but by God, they are horrible. Alex Verdugo, we have an off day today. So I understand his legs might be heavy. He didn't have a spring training. Whatever. Let him fucking play today or yesterday and then have today off. And then we're coming back home anyway. So you're not going to be in that spacious outfield again. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. If you need 2 full days as a professional athlete to rest, then like, what's going to happen come playoff time whenever you need an extra day of rest or whatever? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I think
I agree with you.
I think the only thing, and this is the only thing that I'll agree with, is that the altitude came into play for Verdugo. I've never played a high elevation, but everybody who has that I've talked to says it is fucking different. Like, that wear and tear is fucking different.
I mean, I've never played at a high altitude, but I mean, I've been out to Colorado several times, in the Rockies and everything. And I mean, it is different. It'll weigh you down a little bit, but at the same time, like, come on now. You're a professional athlete. You have today off. Like,
Yeah.
we need it. We could have used you. And I don't think it would have stung as bad had we not been one game under 500 going into that game and us wanting to get back to that point to end April. Like, I don't know. It's something about being 14-16 on May 1 doesn't sit as well with me as being 15-15 on May 1. You know what I mean? Like,
I do. I will say this. I think the lineup construction, I would have just bumped everybody up one spot. Riley would have been my leadoff guy. And just, yeah.
thank you.
It's not going to kill Big Thick to be leadoff for one game.
No, his stats are really good when he leads off.
So I'd hit that. I'd have just gone. Everybody gets bumped up a spot, but I can't. I'm not gonna bitch at the offense just because they've been a top scoring offense for the last 16, 17 games almost now.
Yeah, no,
So
and
I'm not gonna bitch about them having one.
I'm
bad
not bitching
day.
about them.
No, I know.
I'm bitching about Snit doing Snit things. He'll be damned if he don't have Michael Harris leading off a game.
I mean, to be fair, man, like, I gotta agree with you. Like, if this series would have been a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday series with no off day between traveling and going to Atlanta, completely understand giving Alex a day off.
Hell, even no off day between going from Colorado to another West Coast city. Like, I would have understood that more.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I mean, having the off day, you already have one built into the schedule. You want to give one more, especially when, we have a chance to go up to 500. This team's just not the same without a good leadoff hitter getting on base and setting the stage right from the beginning. So, it was a boneheaded decision. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, if Alex Verdugo wasn't going to play, we have to back somebody that can get on base all the time. And I think Riley would have been a good choice. Or Ozuna. I would have taken Ozuna.
For sure.
Yeah. Anybody other than Michael. I mean, Michael's been hot as hell, but like he's proven that he is just not built for the leadoff spot.
Not
He
yet.
And
has been batting fairly well, but I mean, through I think this season and last season at least, his numbers are better when he bats middle of the order,
Yep.
sixth and seventh in the order,
Yep.
way more than leadoff. Like, granted, I think after he came back from injury last year, he was pretty good, but overall, I don't know. I feel like I agree. I think Snid didn't set us up for the best chance to win yesterday or on Wednesday, and that's all there is to it.
Well, honestly, man, if you would have told me, hey, we're going out west, you're going to face Diamondbacks, who've been pretty freaking good to start the season, and then going into Coors, and you're going to come out 4-2, I'd have taken that every day of the fucking week.
I mean,
I would have told you that we'd have gone 1-2 versus the D-backs and then swept the Rockies. But I'll take 2 series wins. Actually, we're up to four back to back series wins.
Hey, Ben, ever since we started your segment, we haven't lost a series. That's all I'm saying.
Is it a coincidence?
I think not.
I think not.
I'm just saying.
So we can keep this going against the Dodgers then.
We'll get into them a little bit later. Y'all want to hop in? Y'all want to hop into the floaties?
Yeah, yeah. I wish we
Jose,
had some theme music. Jeb, if you're listening to this, get on the theme music for the Ben's Pool Noodles. All right.
he does have the little splish.
That'd be perfect.
He
That'd
does
be
have
perfect.
that.
We
But
just
you know-
need something.
But because he's not here, we don't have that sound effect today.
I have a soundboard. I just
This
I
freaking
need
guy.
that.
All right, Jose, who you got for floaties?
All right, so for floaties,
You know, you don't have to have a floaty, right? If nobody else did good, you
We
don't
have
to.
floaties this series,
Nope.
baby.
I'm just saying.
okay. For floaties, I gotta give one to Chris Sale for having that awesome start.
Absolutely.
That cannot go unnoticed, especially after we know, he's had been struggling to begin the season. So, got to give that to Chris Sale. My other one has to go to Bryce Elder. He had a great start, game one. After that first inning, he really settled down and kept us in the game, gave us a chance to win. So, Bryce Elder deserves some love. We doing pool noodles, or you all want to go with your floaties first?
You go ahead and go with your Pool Noodle Series MVP, Jose. Who you got?
All right, so this decision was kind of hard for me, just because I want to be a homer and pick Michael Harris because he had some really clutch hits that I
He
enjoyed
did.
with him throughout the series. But I mean, I gotta give mine again to Eli White. Like he just continues to produce. All he has done is hit since getting consistent starts. So, Eli White, man, you've been awesome for this team.
100%. Ben, who you got, buddy?
Well, it's not really fair because we kind of discussed it beforehand, and I really are we allowed to do co-noodles?
You can.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to do it, but I'm saying if the vote goes the way, because I know who Jeb picked because he sent it to us. Jose flipped his vote.
He did.
So, I guess we if you stay where you are, we might have co-noodles for the
I
first
will
time.
be staying where I'm at.
All right. Well, my floaties go to Bryce Elder. I mean, obviously, like I said, you got to give credit where credit is
Credit's
due.
due.
And credit is due. Big Texas threw in a solid game in Coors. Another floaty going to our boy Nicky Pickett. He just continues to just play a fantastic shortstop. And the bat, I mean, you know what you're going to get. If he makes contact with it, it's going to be decent, weak contact, but you can hit it. I mean, he can get singles, he'll hit it, and he can steal a couple bags for you. Gonna throw out a third floaty to Michael Harris for being just a fantastic heating up and getting it back on track. But the pool noodle has to go to none other than a repeat winner in Eli White.
All right. I got 3 floaties. One, starting pitching this series. They all get a fucking floaty. Every single one of them. Because they were all dogs in this motherfucking series. Floaty number 2 is going to the fucking bullpen. Because they didn't give up fucking shit this series. They shoved it up their ass the whole series. So, floaty number 2 goes to you guys. Floaty number 3, Michael Harris, because you had 2 big boy knocks that we needed desperately. And then my series MVP is going to my motherfucking shortstop, Nick Allen, baby. That is my fucking shortstop. Jeb?
Can I throw out one more floaty real quick? And
Go ahead.
I know there's a lot of floaties here, a lot of floaties.
They all are deserved.
Floaty goes to the Colorado Rockies as an organization. All right, because they look like a bunch of T-ball players out there on defense.
Oh my god, dude. The outfield defense was fucking horrendous.
Brenton Doyle looks like the only person who can catch a fly ball. And those boys out there, man, I credit where credit's due to Rockies fans, because y'all be putting up with some bullshit.
Shout out to Bud Black's blood pressure medicine, because it's working fucking overtime right now. God bless him.
Him and Clint Hurdle.
I'm telling you, Clint got back in the dugout and he's like, Jesus, I came back for this fucking shit.
Oh, man.
All right.
That was my last floating.
Rockies fans have to be God's strongest soldiers for real, man.
It's a battle between Chicago White Sox fans and fucking Rockies fans for who has it worse right now.
Dude, well, the Rockies have won 2 games in a row, too, so, you know.
They won 2 in a row?
No, wait, no. I'm sorry. The White Sox won 2 in a row, but the Rockies, I think, are winning.
Good for them. Good for them.
They're playing the Giants. Anyway.
You got Jeb's picks?
Me?
Yeah.
I told you, I can't play them on my phone. I have to record on my phone.
Did he send them in the group chat?
You sent them to me.
Oh, well, that's videos. Okay. Well, we're going to let our fearless leader, Jeb, speak now. Because he just doesn't want to be here with us.
Ever.
Yeah, Jeb.
Here we go.
Whether to be happy or to just absolutely just fucking piss shit and vomit all over myself.
Oh, all right.
A series win's a series win. We did great. Saw some good things. Saw some not so good things. You should have swept. It's the Colorado Rockies. They're the worst team in baseball. And you face Chase Dollander, who's given up the most home runs out of anybody in 5 starts. He's only had 5 starts. Or yesterday was his 5th. And he's given up the most home runs out of any starting pitcher. And you can't even muster up more than 4 fucking hits. Whatever. Series win. Nick Allen. My starting shortstop, Eli White, a king. Matt Olson had some good moments. Riley had some good moments. The whole team pretty much just small ball. Pretty much the whole series. Yeah, I mean, series win's a series win. Went 4-2 on a West Coast road trip. You'll take that, you know. I know we're trying to scratch and claw back to 500, but going out west and going 4-2 is a lot better than going out west and going 0-7. So we'll talk about the positives. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. The fucking pool noodle MVP from me is Nikki fucking Knox, Nikki Pickett, Nikki Dick Picky. Nick Allen is the Ben's Pool Noodle Series MVP for me. my floaty goes to AJ Smith-Shawver, and my other floaty goes to Eli White. I thought AJ was absolutely cruising. He was dialed in. The split looked nasty. The only blemish pretty much was the home run he gave up to Toglia. So do good the rest of the pod, and we will.
Oh, Ryan left us.
Well,
Jose, it's up to me and you.
well, while Ryan comes back, I'll just give my thoughts on what Jeff said. So honestly, we should have swept that series. We should have.
Yeah.
Like, it's the Rockies. They have won 4 games all season so far. Going into it, I know I said on the last podcast, you can't expect to sweep a series, and I would have been happy with 2-3, and ultimately I am. As long as we go 2-3 on any series, I'm more than fine. But I mean, it's the Rockies, man.
Yeah.
It's the Rockies. Like, you have to take advantage of ass teams like that, and that is exactly what the Rockies are.
Welcome back, Princess.
Sorry, fellas, the internet cut out for just a split second. I don't know. Jab, you kind of hard on the fucking offense. I get it's the Rockies, man, but sometimes you just get shoved up your ass that day. But I thought it was good. I thought it was a good trip. But yeah, I can understand the point. It's the fucking Rockies. You got to sweep. But I'm not going to be too hard on them for that right now.
It's not, in my head, it's not the fact that we didn't sweep. Like, if we go out there and we won 2 out of 3 from them, I'm cool with that. It's the fact that game 3, like, it was just unnecessary changes in the lineup, unnecessary things that I felt like you're taking the momentum from the team. You know, like I said, taking Doogie out of the leadoff spot when you had an off day today. You know,
Yeah.
like, brother, just play one more game, and then you'll have all day today to rest. Like, and most of the day tomorrow till about 1:00, whenever they head to the ballpark. Like, you know, I don't know. It's aggravating to me. It was avoidable, or at least maybe not necessarily avoidable, but you could have taken the steps necessary to not come away with a 2-1 4-hit loss. You know what I mean?
For sure.
It was unnecessary. That's what it was.
It wasn't necessary.
And I mean, look, I would have understood the move. It was like some nasty lefty pitcher in there. Sure, okay, I guess. But I mean, we're taking on Verdugo, arguably the person who turned our season around since the moment he came in to play with us, and putting in Eddie Rosario. Like, I know I meme on Twitter a lot, and on Twitter I was like, Eddie's going deep tonight. Look, it's Eddie Rosario. He's a fine replacement level player, but getting starts, that should just not really be a thing unless someone is injured, unless someone's unavailable. It just wasn't necessary, especially with the off day already built into the schedule.
Yeah. Now, I will say, if you'd have told me before the series started that the Braves were going to go in there, win 2 out of 3, well, not even told me that. If you'd have just told me the Braves were going to go into Coors and not hit a home run in a 3-game series, I'd have told you our asses are in trouble.
100%.
We're about to get swept by the Rockies. And you know, thank God the boys learned how to situational hit, because it could have been brutal otherwise. But, you know, not hitting a homer, it was kind of nice to see.
It was.
You know, just having good ABs, you know, taking your base knocks when you needed to. Like, yeah, obviously didn't do it on yesterday, on Wednesday, but hell, I was fine with it, to be honest with you. For the first 2 games of the series, you put up 8 runs in game 2, and then how many runs in game 1? 6, I think. Yeah, 6 runs in game 1 without a homer. That is encouraging to me. That's very encouraging to know that the guys are sitting there and they're waiting on their pitch and they're hitting the ball and not striking out every other time.
Yeah, we didn't strike out much, I think, except that last game. But
No.
all right, we got the Dodgers coming into town. Game 1's going to be Yamamoto, who just looks unworldly right now. And Grant, friend of the pod. Game 2 is going to be Spencer Schwellenbach versus Roki Sasaki. And then Game 3 is going to be Dustin May versus Bryce motherfucking Elder, baby. Series predictions, fellas.
You tell me the Dodgers are coming into town and we're missing Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell, and I'm ecstatic about it. But then you just read off Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Roki Sasaki, and Dustin May, who butt fucked us last time. I mean,
However, that was the old Braves at the very beginning of the season. You gotta let it go.
Dude, even if it were the 2023 Braves, just Dustin May's pitch movement just gives me nightmares, dude. Watching his two-seamer and his sinker like work at the same time, jeez.
See, Dustin May. This is going to be a hot take. Dustin May is like a Kmart Michael King.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dustin May is like a Kmart Michael King, in my opinion, because Dustin May throws harder, but Michael King, it will just bend somebody over and butt fuck them to oblivion.
He's done that a few
with that
times to
two-seamer.
us. Yes, he has.
Yes,
Yes, he
notably
has.
in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, he did.
And Dustin May, like, he's good. He is filthy. I'm not looking forward to that. Hopefully, maybe the Braves will get. I know you said it's old Braves, but like, is it though?
Look, man, all I'm going to say is we faced some pretty decent pitching against Philly. We won 2 out of 3. We struggled against Tampa, but
in a minor league ballpark.
Yeah. But here, since the last homestand, and we went to Arizona, who had actually pretty good pitching. We did pretty freaking well.
Yeah.
We beat Gallen. Gallen's a pretty top-notch pitcher. So.
He hasn't had a great year.
He hasn't, but he's been a solid dude his entire career. And Fott's been their number 1, and we put, 4 up on him?
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying. Offense, I think is in probably their best spot they've been in a while. They don't rely on the long ball. They're making good contact, and they're putting consistent pressure on pitching. That's all you can do as an offense.
You said we got Grant, Schwelly, and Elder.
Big Texas, baby.
This is screaming just 1 and 2.
Look,
Just screaming 1 and 2.
I think I gotta agree with you on the 1 and 2. Game 2, I feel like I really like Schwelly going up against Sasaki. Game 1, we're going up against Yamamoto, who's just been disgusting this year. And then Game 3, kind of a toss-up, you never know. But if I were to bet right now, I would say 1 and 2. Bryce, he had a great start against the Rockies, but also we do have to say, or I have to say, there were some pitches he left down the middle, and he absolutely hung some sliders for sure. So any other team that's not the Rockies, the worst team in baseball, let's say the Dodgers, and they could have hung up a 5-6 spot on him easily.
He did get lucky that he was facing an independent league ball.
He was.
He did.
So, Ryan, why are you picking 1 and 2, and why is your only win the Bryce Elder start?
I am actually going to say we pull 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm saying we're going to pull 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
I think I am going to say we're going to win games 2 and 3. And I think game 3 is not going to be Bryce Elder shoving it up their ass. I think it's going to be Dustin May is a little wild, and then the offense takes advantage, and it's going to be a home run fucking derby type day.
Oh, yeah.
But our bullpen, I think, shoves. So
All I want is the Braves to. People are going to hate this. I just want the Braves to tread water until Strider and
come
Acuna
back.
are healthy. Yeah, because they've been doing really well. Like I said, they've won 4 series in a row. And they won against the Phillies, obviously the Rockies, and then the 2 before that, I can't remember who now.
Yeah, the
My mind's
Diamondbacks.
going blank.
And
Yeah.
Cardinals, yeah.
Cardinals, and the Cardinals always give us trouble, so I'm surprised at that one. And then there's another. Who was the 4th team? Was it
Who was the other team on that homestand? It was the Cardinals.
Phillies? It's Phillies.
Nah, Phillies were the homestand before. Anywho, we've been playing really good.
Yeah. Regardless, we've been playing really well. Like and Dodgers obviously have the best team in history, even though like half of their rotation is hurt, and they still have a rotation of all-star pitchers,
It's fucking
which
stupid.
just blows my mind. But I'm saying 1 out of 2, and the start we win is going to be Bryce Elder.
I do want to say this. The Dodgers have not been playing well until they face Pittsburgh and Miami. That's it. They have not been playing great baseball.
My thing is, though, man, they haven't been playing well, and the Braves have been playing well. So at what point does it seem like...
Not this series, no. We've already done it the last series, no.
I just don't want to see Dustin May's carrot top looking ass out there K'ing up 15 Braves in 6 innings.
He ain't got the stamina for that. You ain't got to worry about 15. The bullpen will come in and have to cover the rest.
Oh, no, not
So
if
I
it's
looked it up. It was the Twins.
Okay, the Twins.
Twins were
so, I mean,
dog shit, too.
They're beating teams they should beat. The Diamondbacks are obviously the best team out of that bunch. I mean, it's fine.
I mean, round table, the Mets lost to them in the series, so.
The Diamondbacks?
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Diamondbacks are a good team. They are a good team. But, like, Corby Carroll's a fucking dude.
Freak.
Eugenio Suarez made me so happy that we won that game. But, you know, he's a good player. Corbin Carroll's a great player. Like, Josh Naylor, obviously great. I don't know why we're talking about the Diamondbacks when we're supposed to be talking about the Dodgers here, but I'm tired of these NOS teams. Let's get these motherfuckers out the way.
We're almost through it. We're almost through it. I think we got
When did the Padres come here?
We got the Padres and Diamondbacks coming, and I think that's it. Well, you got the Rockies, but they don't really count. Well, we got to go. Do we have to go back out west for the Giants? Yes.
Oh,
fuck yeah, we do.
Don't.
Jesus.
The Padres come to town in 3 weeks.
Wow, why not just play all these games at one time?
You gotta ask Rob Manfred that.
Robert Manfred Jr.?
That dude.
And then we go to San Fran in about a month, beginning of June.
That's so dumb, dude. I'm sure we play another, like, probably the Angels out there or something.
Yeah.
When we're out there, too. Or the Mariners or something. I guess at least we're getting all this shit out the way in the first half of the season.
Instead of going back out in the freaking second half when it's the dog days of fucking August.
Hey, I'm sure the guys would rather be out there during that time than here in Atlanta, Georgia.
Man.
All right, fellas, y'all got anything else? 'Cause I'm good.
Chinook sunflower seeds. Love the flavors. Gave them out to my men's league baseball team. Grant Holmes is my dad, aka Redbeard Baseball on Twitter. He absolutely loved them. He got like 2 or 3 bags of them, and he was doing really. He liked them. Everybody on the team liked them. Everybody on the other team liked them. So if you want some Chinook sunflower seeds, lemon pepper, parm pepper, cinnamon toast, hell, any flavor, dill pickle, jalapeno ranch, go to ChinookSeedery.com, use code TTP. And last thing from me, well, 2 more things, sorry. Hats. We got Tomahawk Talk hats, as you can see. Sending the boys theirs this either tomorrow or early next week. Also got shirts. So if anybody out there wants a Tomahawk Talk shirt or a Tomahawk Talk hat, let us know. We'll hook you up. And then last thing, a couple down on the farm guys. Owen Carey, 18 years old in single A, hitting the ball really, really well. Didier Fuentes got promoted to double A, I want to say it was.
Columbus.
19, yep, double A at 19, absolutely dealing down in the minors. So
How's his walks?
hopefully he can. They're down this year,
Good.
last I saw. I think, yeah, that was his biggest
Yep.
problem. All last year was his biggest problem, but he's only 19, so I mean, he's still got a couple years to figure it out. Dude has electric stuff. I think his fastball is even up in the like 96, 97 range now. So the kid is fucking nasty. But yeah, I think that's it for me. Just a couple of guys to look forward to, throughout the year. And also went on. Sorry, I know.
You're good.
I know. I said last thing. I went on Table Setters Pod last week, and great guys. If you had a good chance, all MLB Pod. Listen to them. They know what they're talking about.
What you got, Jose?
Only thing I got, man, is I'm just hoping for a fun series against the Dodgers. I'm hoping for some good baseball. Hoping for a Braves series win. We'll see what happens.
Our
Guess that, Brave.
Braves country, we appreciate you guys tuning in and listening. I apologize that I'm absolutely freaking drained right now. It's been a long week. Strep throat has got me by the balls. So I appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging in with me. And thank you guys again, as always, for tuning in to us. I am Ryan, and with Jose and Ben, we are out of here.